Hey guys, welcome to Artsy Studio. I'm Kara.
And I'm Kason.
Hey Kason, what are we going to do today?
Weave.
We are going to do some weaving. So this lesson we're going to be doing some Native American art, and we're going to be learning how to weave. So weaving, actually many cultures weave, but Native Americans use a technique called finger weaving. But we are going to be building our own loom today and learning how to weave. So you get to weave your own pattern. And we are going to show you guys step by step how to do that, aren't we, Kason? Mm-hmm. And then you guys, all you have to do is follow along and make your own weaving project. Are you ready to get artsy? Okay guys, we are going to get started with our weaving project this week. And so we are going to go over a few things we're going to need. You're going to need, Kason, help me out here. What you going to need?
Well, we're going to need 4 popsicle sticks.
Mm-hmm.
1 piece of scissors in case you mess up, or you need to cut your yarn. You're going to need some super glue to make the handle of it. And you're going to need some yarn, most importantly.
Okay. Yeah, I just got this multicolored yarn at Walmart, and it had all this different colors. So we got a variety of colors to pick from, and then I just cut them into small pieces here. But this is all we're going to need. Well, the first step is to make our frame, our loom frame. So I'm just going to use my popsicle sticks, and I'm going to make a square. They're going to hang over just a little bit. So I'm just going to put 2 vertical and then 2 horizontal on top of that. I'm going to use my super glue, and you could use wood glue or really Elmer's glue too if you Whoops. Okay, so now that's kind of sticky. So you could use wood glue or Elmer's glue if you have it. You're just going to have to wait longer for it to dry. And so I use super glue because it dries really fast. So I just put a dab there and a dab there and stick my popsicle stick on top. And then same here, just a dab here and a dab here, and then I stick my popsicle stick on top, and we just let it set there for a little bit. Don't mess with it because it will dry pretty quickly, and then you can move on to your next step. But you want it to dry before you pick it up because it'll fall apart if it's not dry yet. So we're just going to wait for that to dry, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so now our loom is all dried. We are going to start with our thread. We're going to make vertical pieces of yarn that go up. So I'm just going to loop my yarn around my loom here, and then I'm going to tie a knot up here at the top. So we are making our weft. I tied a knot at the top, so there should be 2 strings here, and then I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut that, and then I'm going to do the same thing, but my strings are going to be on the other side, and then I'm going to tie my knot. And then I'm just going to keep going with this. So I did 11, and then Kason did 9 different different strings vertically. So we're just going to keep going. And then we're going to go, I think we're going to make 9 of these. So we're going to go over, you can make as many as you want, but 9's a pretty good number. So just going to keep going over, tying back and forth. So we're going to tie on this side now. Just alternating our ties. And then move on to your next. So now you have all of your weft part of your loom. So each one is going alternating. You have these little strings hanging down, and that's okay because they're going to be part of the aesthetic later. But you have 9 strings across and you're ready to go. So the next step is I just went ahead and took yarn of different colors and I just cut me some strips, little strings of yarn that hang over the loom on each side horizontally. We're going to weave them now. So you can start a pattern, you can, pick different colors, you can pick all the same color. I'm going to start with green, and you can alternate them or whatever you want. But the first thing you're going to do is we're going to weave in and out of both of our yarns. So we're going to make sure that both sides of these are being weaved through. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go under this first one. So I went right underneath it. And then the next one, I'm going to go over it. The next one, I'm going to go under it. So under, over, under, over, I'm going to go under this one, making sure I'm keeping both of my strings from my vertical yarn. And then over that one, under this one, over this one, and under this one. Then I'm just going to pull my yarn across, make sure it's all in there, and kind of push it down so we can see a little bit more of what we did, make sure that they're all right. You can always just take it out. I'm just going to leave that string the way it is. And then I'm going to pick my next string, so I'm going to do a different color. So I'm going to do purple. And we're going to do the opposite of what we did before. So this time, we're going to go over. Well, the first time we went under, this time we're going over. So then the next time, we're going to go under now, over, under, over, under, over, sometimes it gets tricky, under, and over. And so then we're going to pull that down, and then you can kind of see they're going exactly the opposite of the one before. So that's pretty cool. So then the next one, I'm going to go back to my green. I'm going to do a pattern here, and I'm going to go under again. So whatever I did the last time, I'm going to do the opposite starting out. So I did under, over, under, and then I'm going to go all the way across. You're going to keep doing that. And you can do as many strings as you want. I think I did about 16 different strings, but you can do more or less. Some did 24, some did 10, and so it just depends on what you want and how you want it to turn out. Okay, and then just keep going. Okay, so now that you're done weaving back and forth, so you're done to this point, what you're going to do is you're just going to squish it down. We did 10 different strands across. This is our weft and this is our warp. So we did 10 warp strings, 9 weft strings, and so that gives us a line about this big. So obviously if you keep going, you're going to have, you know, a more pattern, and it'll look a little bit neater, but some of you might be done at 10. So if you squish it down, and then we're just going to squish these in like that. That's kind of not so much where it squishes it all, but where it just kind of gives it some tightness there. And then pull on these, and then if you want to, you can tie them off. So you're going to take these 2 strands that are going opposite, and you're going to tie them in a knot. And so that will it will tie it off actually, and so that it doesn't fall off. So you could actually take this off of here, but I like keeping it on the loom because it makes a nice little piece of artwork, and we'll show you that later. But yeah, you just tie them back and forth, and then on each side. And then you can just take the strings, and if they're too long, you can take your scissors. Thank you, Kason.
You're welcome.
And just cut that off so it makes just kind of a little fun fuzzy thing at the top. But these turn out really nice, and you get to see your pattern. Okay guys, so we are done, and so I'm going to show you our final piece. This is our 10-piece woven project here, and you see it has a lot of good patterns. It's really pretty, and I'm going to show you what it looks like if you have 22 pieces. So if you take your time and you go for 22 pieces, you get a pattern like this. So you can see it's a lot more detailed, and you can have more fun with the patterns. So this one looks really awesome. Kason, you want to show them yours?
Mm-hmm.
So Kason did a 14-piece, and it looks really awesome too. And you can see it's more detailed than the 10, but not as much detail as the 22. But it turned out really nice. And then you want to show them your easel? Yeah, so he has these little easels. So this is what we're going to do. We're actually going to set these out for Thanksgiving and decorate with them because they're really pretty and they're all unique. And that's actually because sometimes people would weave for blankets or weave for clothing, but they also made tapestries, which is a kind of art that hangs on the wall. And so that's what we're doing. We're actually going to keep them on their looms and just make a piece of art out of them. So that's all we have for you guys today. We hope you enjoyed this video. And if you guys did and you want to watch more of our videos, you can subscribe to us below, or you can visit our website at www.artsystudio. And if you guys want to share your weaving projects, we'd love to see them. So you can tag us at Instagram at artsystudio. Okay, we'll see you guys next time. Bye!